Oh my god! Oh, no, dude, you need to get out of there. Like right now.
Well, there goes nothing.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our very first Starsector playthrough, completely blind going in. We're getting less blind over time, learning how to kill stuff, and you guys have been instrumental in that learning process, and I really appreciate it. We don't have any goals in this playthrough other than to really learn the game enough to make some goals for ourselves, and I think at this point, we know enough to make some goals for ourselves. And I think my sort of goal right now, the goal that I'd really like to start working on, is colonizing our first planet. Now I know we're a long ways away from that, probably about 800k away from that, and probably a bigger fleet. But that's sort of like the thing that I'm interested in at this point, right? I think we've gotten to the point where we can take out these pirate bounties, and we've got a long enough fuel range. We do need some extra people, like more crew. We need the ability to carry more crew with us if we're going to colonize planets. So we'll work on that as well. Unfortunately, so guys, a lot has happened since the last episode. Not intentional. I've already recorded one episode today, but the entire hour episode is lost. So let me kind of briefly run you through what we did. We went out to a couple star systems, one in particular, and essentially went looking for some derelict ships. We found a bunch. Nothing that we kept, but we salvaged them all, and essentially, and we surveyed 4 planets. Okay, so I can show you which system it was. Let's see, sector. It was this guy, right? You can see there's an X here now. That's because we've fully surveyed that system. I'm really bummed that I didn't get to show you that, guys, because that was actually really cool. That was my first experience doing it, so it was kind of interesting. Essentially, though, we got a bunch of these like blueprint packages. There was another one we got that I've already used. Luckily, I didn't use these ones yet, so I can kind of show you. But these blueprint packages essentially are giving us a bunch of the ability to make ships. I wasn't sure how to word that. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for the support on the series. I really appreciate it. It's been a ton of fun kind of exploring this universe with you and figuring everything out. I am going to be introducing a new sort of like mechanic this episode. You don't have to participate in it if you don't want to, but I'm going to throw it up as an option. And for those of you who are new to the channel, if you're a fan of awesome sauce, feel free to subscribe for your daily dose of it, because I will certainly be bringing it every day. Now, the new feature, guys, okay, so let's go ahead and learn these, and we can look through all the blueprints that we have, and we will be looking for a carrier. I'm going to keep my eyes out for it. We're getting a bit more money here from, rewards from surveying. We got some survey data that we sold, and we got some stuff that we were able to, we basically got a lot of stuff that we could sell. The mission's bugged out, but that's okay. Anyway, the new feature, I'm going to call it the Captain's Log. And what it is essentially is I want to give you guys a way. The Project Genesis series that we just came out with for Kenshi has just made the channel kind of blow up, and it's been really amazing. It's been just so much fun to interacting with you guys about the stories that you're telling, and I want to bring that storytelling aspect into Starsector. And I know some of you guys won't be interested in that, but I think some of you will, and I hope that you really embrace it. Now, we've got some extra captains here that I didn't show you because, of course, the episode where I picked them up, it was destroyed. And we have a couple more, too, that we got from pods. I think we've got 2 extra captains from pods, right? Let's see. Yeah, look at this. So we can't use these guys right now. And I'll probably maybe even get rid of some of them. I'm not really sure. But these guys, essentially, we got these captains from pods. I guess we're actually paying them. I don't know how to get rid of them. I guess you just dismiss them. I'd like to sell them. I mean, geez, can we sell them to slavery somewhere? Is that a thing we can do? So anyway, guys, these captains, what I'd like to do is I'd like you guys to, those of you who are interested in the storytelling aspect, I would like you to think about, during each episode, the experiences that these captains go through. And I want you to write a story as short as you want or as long as you want in the comments. And it's a captain's log. It's what this captain thought about while they were going through this episode, right? You can certainly write them for me. What I'll probably do is write my own captain's logs as an example for you guys, so you guys can, Revan can write his captain's logs, Quasar can write his captain's log. You guys are certainly welcome to participate in their captain's log as well, but what I would encourage you to do is to take ownership of one of these captains and consider it your own and write a story for that. And the more likes that one of the captain's logs gets, that one will kind of be the one that we present. And then during the next episode, so in this episode 12, think about what the captain went through and then make a diary entry or a captain's log entry for that captain. And then in the next episode, coming up in episode 13, when I record that one, I will introduce your captain's log, whichever one gets the most likes. So read those captain's logs. If you really, really like what somebody says, give it a like. Maybe give some feedback on it, what they can do to make it even more fun, or what you really liked about it. Focus on what you liked. Never focus on what you don't like. Just like in life, if you focus on what you don't like, you're going to get more of that. If you focus on what you really like about something, that person will give you more of that. It's really amazing how that works in life. Just never focus on the things you don't like. Always focused on what you really, really appreciate, and you will get more of that energy in your life. So that's kind of how the captain's logs are going to work. So any of the captains that are in here, and it could be even the ones that aren't in here yet. Maybe they're dissatisfied with the fact that they're not able to be in the fleet. You can make a log about that. And then eventually when we get them into the fleet, like by taking a skill that allows us to expand the number of captains we have, they'll come in and they'll be excited. So try to bring these characters to life with the logs, guys. And that's really what I want to do with the captain's logs. So leave those in the comments. And at the end of the episode, after you've kind of understood what they've gone through, maybe their emotions, maybe their conflict with another captain because they're jealous because they're not in a capital ship, or maybe they're an aspiring captain, right? And like Riley only has 2 in her skill. Like maybe she really looks up to Vamerix, or maybe she really looks up to Quasar or Revan because they're higher level, right? Maybe that they want to be, maybe those are their mentors. Just really think about how those characters would interact with each other and bring those characters to life through their captain's log in whatever way you see fit. Use your imagination and challenge yourselves, and don't be afraid to bring the log to life, right? Don't even for a minute think that you're not good enough at writing to do this, right? I guarantee you, if you just play with it, you'll be surprised by how amazing your own imagination is. Don't ever not believe in yourself. So let's get started, guys. I'm going to be sort of flying around looking for ships to expand our fleet for a little bit since we have a bunch of money. I'm still so bummed that I can't show you the stuff that we did in the last episode. The footage was just completely destroyed because the file never finished closing when OBS was recording. It just basically stopped recording once the drive was full, because I had a bunch of solo Fogman playthrough stuff that I was working on. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to keep searching for ships, and when I find something that I like, I'll show you. All right, so I actually wanted to look through these blueprints with you really quick so you guys can see. We have a ton of blueprints now. Now, the ones that were super exciting is, how can I even... So I think there was a bunch of weapons and stuff. Yeah, we've got a bunch of weapons now. You're more than welcome to pause the video and look through this stuff if you want. I'm not going to read through it all, obviously, because we got them all at once, so we have a big chunk of addition. And then, so the ship holes are really what I'm excited about, because check this out. We got a Falcon. We can build Falcons. I'm super excited about that. We can build Sunders. We can build Shrikes. Like, we have so many that we added. The midlines were the ones that I just got that I wasn't able to show you. Hammerhead, Gemini, Drover. I'm super excited about the Drover. I'm on the lookout for Drovers. I want to try the Drover as a carrier because we have a couple people now that have really good carrier abilities, right? Okay, now I think I'm going to buy another salvage rig because we had one at one point and it got blown up. I wasn't overly happy about that, but I really want to bring one of these in because originally designed to let me just read this off to you guys. You guys probably already know this, but for those of you who don't, originally designed to assist in assembling large ships and orbital installations, the salvage rig's gantry and manipulators are used to assist in recovering derelict hulks and scavenging useful material from wreckage and debris fields. The rig itself has no cargo or fuel capacity and requires ample supply to maintain. It increases non-combat salvage gained That I like a lot. With more difficult operations being able to make use of more rigs. So I think we can actually bring more than one of these. I think we're just going to get one for now. I was thinking about getting the Sunder, but the demods that are on it I don't really like. And I'm not really seeing anything on the black market. I mean, this Eagle cruiser is huge. I suppose we could get one of those. But I don't want to jump into a cruiser before we've had a light cruiser, you know, or the bigger destroyers like the Sunder. I'd like to kind of step our way up incrementally so I can kind of get to know the different ships as we go. So I'm definitely, and I kind of want to try out one of these Mercury shuttles too. I think Sir Lewis was mentioning using these as sort of a way to carry around troops with you to do raids, like on bases and such. So I kind of want to play around with that too. I don't know that I'm going to buy one right this second, but I do want to explore that idea and bring one as a non-combatant ship and have it, one or two of them possibly, and carry these crew because they can carry 30 crew, and we can put Marines on those. And I think we can make them extremely fast, so. Okay, so I've kind of finished outfitting this thing. It's not fast at all, unfortunately. I couldn't really seem to fit. I wanted to have the burn speed on there so it wasn't slowing the whole fleet down. But they don't really have any cargo capacity or anything, so if they get stuck in a fight, that's okay. We'll have to leave them behind and they'll get blown up. But I hope that we don't actually have that happen. Okay, we don't have any idea how to deal with pirate bases yet, and that is reasonably close to settled space. So I feel like we're going to head over there and check that out, because I don't really know what's involved in a pirate base, but it looks like the 90k bounty is lower than kind of these combat bounties at this point. And I mean, look at these things, right? I mean, this thing could have, we've got some super freighters and some modified freighters here. And essentially 2 mules. Like, this doesn't look like a crazy hard fleet, but I mean up to 20 other ships of lower significance. That seems pretty crazy. I don't know that we should be chewing on anything quite that crazy yet. I think we're going to want at least one more ship that's a bigger ship, maybe 2 more. Like a couple carriers, right? Like maybe 1 carrier at a minimum before we start worrying about dealing with stuff like that. But I want to check out this pirate base and just see what it's all about. Maybe there's some pirate fleets in that system that we can kind of take out. So I think we'll head over here to the Yamar system and see what's going on. Oh, actually, we're quite close. Yeah, we're actually close enough. So we'll just head straight to the system and see what's up. I have to say that I've really been enjoying this hyperspace experience. One of the things that I've really been enjoying about it is that we can essentially... I'm going to stop by Aslan, by the way, if it wasn't obvious. Yeah, it looks like there's a world pretty close to that one. We don't want to jump in at the sun. I learn, guys. I learn. I swear. All right, so let's activate our transponder. One of the things I've really been enjoying about the hyperspace experience recently is being able to just actively dodging things, right? It's kind of fun. Just steering manually a little bit so that we're not running into a lot of these, the nebulae that are the bright ones that flash. Just kind of avoiding those. It's been cool. I like it. Saves us a lot of supplies by not running into those. Look at this, guys. There is actually a Sunder destroyer here for sale. There's a couple of them. I think we'll pick up one of those guys. Yeah, let's pick one of those guys up. Ooh, look at this, a Dominator. Woo. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that territory quite yet. Yeah, but these Sunders here, they don't have any negatives, right? So that's cool. Ooh, look at this, an Enforcer as well, the Pirate Enforcer. I haven't checked that out. I'm gonna buy the Sunder for now. I like the way these things look, and I want to play around with one just to see how good they are. So let's take a look here and just see how many hard points they've got. Large energy, 2 medium energy, 2 small missile, and 3 small ballistic. And what does this guy got? 4 small missile and 5 medium ballistic. That's wow. That was my Jim Gaffigan wow, by the way. Cool. Those are both awesome, actually. We got 750 for armor. Oh, wow. The armor is terrible on the Sunder by comparison. They're like a glass cannon. Whew. 4,000 hull, 5,000 hull. So this is definitely quite a bit tankier. How fast are these? 60 versus 90. I like the fact that these guys are more agile. So I think we'll play around with these as our weapons platform. We're only going to get one just to see if we even like it, right? And it may be that I just don't. So we'll see. Okay, so we've kind of ended up with a very incomplete build. We're going to have to fly around other stations to get more things to fit onto this, which is exactly what I'm going to do. As of right now, we've just got these 2 pulse lasers. These are empty. We don't have any. We don't have anything we can put on these. There's no pods, right? I mean, there's missile launchers here, but there's no pods, and that's what we want. We want to be able to put a big rack of missiles on there, and then we've just got 1 Vulcan cannon in the rear, and then I've maxed out the capacitors and vents for the time being until we end up getting a full load out of weapons on here. I don't really know what mods I'm going to have room for, so I'll kind of just play it by ear. And then I obviously, like, after you've seen my build, I would love build suggestions, right? So I want this to be kind of, I want it to have the ability to kind of get in there and get mixed in, kind of like our Shrikes do, and punch through fast as if it can, and then back off if it needs to. So it's not going to be super fast, but it is going to be fast for a heavy destroyer. So. But it is a little bit lightly armored, so, just one of those things. Maybe we could use some mods to up its armor. I'm not really sure, so we'll take a look. And I'm going to keep hunting around for weapons until we kind of have filled this out as much as we can. And then we'll start adding mods to kind of compensate for its weaknesses and whatnot. One thing I didn't do either, let's go to fleet here. Let's take a look at the info. Briefly increases the damage dealt by all energy weapons. So it does have a skill that essentially allows it to pack more punch with its energy weapons. So we're going to want really high damage energy weapons that can essentially, hopefully, take down some shields pretty quick and punch through armor and hull after it's got the shields down. So cool. Very cool. I love that we have a fast picket trying to catch us here. They're trying to basically get us in trouble for buying black market stuff on their planet, but they can't even catch us. Ooh, there's an analyze domain era probe that just came up. We'll have to check that out. I want to get rep with hegemony, so don't ask me why, because I don't know. But I just do. I want to get friendly with those guys so we can buy some ships. Okay, so I found a few more weapons here and there. Nothing amazing. I haven't found any pods yet. Maybe there aren't any. But if I find some, I'll replace them and, of course, switch things out. We've got a lot of capacitors here and vents. Potentially, we could add some more mods here. And I'm certainly open to suggestions on that. We are, I think, going to want to replace these pulse lasers with heavy blasters, and so I think we'll end up taking some of this off of here. And and I'm not really sure if we're gonna find anything we can put on here. So we've got 2 light dual autocannons here to just add a little bit of extra anti-shield when we're first punching through that shield. And then these are just annihilators. Yeah, they're not we don't have huge pods or anything, but they're just the regular rocket launchers. So we'll probably want to pick up some annihilator pods or some sabos to punch through the shields really fast. And then, of course, we want to replace these, I think, with heavy blasters, because if you notice, the damage on these is only 100, and I think the damage on the heavy blasters is 500. And so it's going to ignore a lot of that armor compared to what this will do. So I think I think those are... it's only 100 damage, actually. I thought... that's the pulse laser. Never mind. We probably want a heavy blaster on that one as well. Yeah, look at that, 500. So the DPS is higher. It definitely uses a lot more flux. Let's see about flux per damage, though, right? The flux per damage here is 1.1. So it's more efficient for flux per damage, but it doesn't have that sort of punch through the armor capability that I think the heavy blaster has. And correct me on that if I'm wrong, guys. I may not be understanding that correctly, but I feel like that's what you guys were trying to tell me about how it works. I could have done that a little bit differently. Okay, so we're getting pretty full in our fleet here. We got a little bit of room left. I don't know if that's the max or if there's a max number you can have in a fleet. I know you guys have told me before. I just don't remember right now on the spot. So I think I'm going to probably move VAM into this big Mamma Jamma. Let's see. What else can we do? I suppose it doesn't matter who we have in which frigate. Yeah, and then we can probably just put VAM Is there a way to... Can I do that without switching? Yeah, I can, I think. Yep, there we go. And then we could probably take one of these guys and put him into... so I guess we'll take Lieutenant Riley Persuadable. Any of these guys that we have... Yeah, that one's aggressive. So we could put that aggressive captain in here. It's probably fine. And then we'll need to get the skill that allows us to take more captains, because we're definitely at the point where we're going to want... I think we just want captains in all of our combat ships, I feel like. Definitely correct me if you think... not correct me, but let me know if you have a differing opinion on that one. I'm certainly open to suggestion, like I've always said. Let's see. Is this the right system here? I think it was Tia, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's get in there. But let's pop over here, because we don't want to pop in at that sun. Looks like the Persean are heading by. Okay, well, we're in a pirate system. Looks like there's a bunch of debris over here, and then this is some abandoned research station. I mean, I don't see anything on the map that's leading me to believe that there are necessarily pirates here, but I guess we can go take this and see if they come over and say hello after we do that. Okay, so there is a sensor array there, and I did see a sensor contact over here. But what is that? Let's find out what that is. Oh, that looks like a fleet there. Yeah, let's get on these guys, because that's a pretty small pirate fleet. We might as well get on them. They're going to emergency burn away. That's fine. That should hammer their combat readiness, I believe, if they keep doing that, right? Alright, we're just going to emergency burn right with them and see if we can catch them. I don't know that we're going to be able to. It looks like they're faster than we are. Yeah, I think because we've got that... because we've got that extra guy with us now. Their max burn is 11 and ours is only... Yeah, we just can't keep up with them, since I think because we have that salvage rig, maybe? Maybe because we have the Sunder? Yeah, the max burn on the Sunder is only 9. That's unfortunate, guys. So, maybe there's a rig I should have taken on that guy to make him faster. Or a skill that we can take that will eventually allow us to keep up with those. But yeah, I'm not even going to try to chase stuff like that. That's too bad. So I think maybe that is definitely the downside of using the fleet that we're currently using. So we could certainly try to take control of it. I don't think we necessarily care to. Let's just go ahead and break it down. Can we catch these guys now? Oh, yeah, we did. Nice. Just barely got up to him there. That was awesome. Wait, what? Do we just pursue them? Take command of the action. All right, well, we might as well deploy all these bad boys and just get it over with quickly, I think. I think they're just going to get away from us, right? Oh, yeah, so maybe we shouldn't have deployed the Sunder. That was probably... Half of this was probably a waste, guys. Let's see what happens. We definitely want to take out the destroyer, right? We want to get up there and take out the destroyer. So hopefully... Now, maybe what I should do is just tell them to recklessly go for the destroyer, and they'll fight whatever they need to along the way. What are these guys? These are Cerberus combat freighters. Yeah. Shouldn't be a problem for us. They're pretty much just trying to get away. And that's okay. We should be able to shred these guys pretty... Whoa! Went in for ramming there. That's pretty awesome. Let's get this guy taken out. Come on, buddy. Come on. And he's down. All right. There we go. There we go. Got some point defense, taking out some missiles there. It looks like we're getting around on the flank here with this other frigate. Who is that? It's one of our captains, isn't it? I need to learn the... It's one of our new ones, so it's definitely not. And I believe that's... Let's see, who's who here? This is Quasar, I believe. And Revan here. Doesn't look like our destroyer is really pushing in much at all. These Shrikes are certainly pushing in to take out this destroyer at this point. They got his flux up pretty high already. We're just continually driving them back, which is no surprise because we outnumber them. Woo! Dodging all those missiles. Woo! There we go. Let's get those shields. Let's get that flux built up. Not having too much problem here. Going through his front armor a little bit, but not much. Yeah, there we go. Now we're punching through. He's got no more armor. We're seeing a lot of red at this point. His hull is just absolutely melting. This is great, guys. This is great. You're doing a fantastic job. There we go. Yeah, all they got left is these Cerberuses now. Cerberi. Here we go, guys. No problems. Starting to push in. Take down this last freighter. Actually, I don't know if this is the last one. I didn't see if we took the other ones out. We've taken out a couple already. There we go. The enemy fleet is defeated. Press escape to end the battle at any time. I certainly could do that, couldn't I? But it's nice to just look at them just for a second. Didn't take too much combat readiness there, about 20%. So we'll fly around the system and regain some of that. Let's consider ship recovery, see what we got here. Oh, wow, look at all those D-mods. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna pick any of those guys up. We'll just go ahead and salvage all that stuff. Pick through the wreckage. Yeah, we got plenty of supplies there. That's nice. We got a little bit extra fuel, some heavy machinery. Might as well take all the weapons and everything. A heavy mortar, another Annihilator rocket launcher, and a light mortar. There we go. Okay. Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done. And apparently those are the two that got away. That's fine. They can run away all they want to. Nice. Quasar's ready to level up. We got some XP on folks. Revan's also ready to level up. Let's go ahead and take a look at those guys. Revan, what you got for me, buddy? What you got? Let's go ahead and level you up. Yeah, let's take defensive systems again. Once we've got him in a carrier or something that can launch fighters, we will certainly level him up accordingly. Missile specialization. I do like that. That sounds awesome. Maneuverability is also amazing, and acceleration. I think I'm going to go ahead and take helmsmanship first. And none of these bad mamma jammas are in combat yet. It's too bad that we're paying them a salary, but once we... and I could, of course, switch them out, right? I certainly could take Warren Dalton and put him in a ship. It almost would make sense to do that rather than having Europa and Riley in ships, right? Because they already have just a lot of skills that they could be bringing to the battlefield. Yeah, they really... it really almost would just make sense, I think. Now, are we still paying them a salary even though we're not using them? Probably. Let's take a look at command and see if that's the case. Can we expand this officer payroll? Yes, we are indeed paying them, so we might as well be using their services. And that way our cheaper ones are not leveling up and costing us more money. Yeah, let's do that. We might as well use those guys. Let's go to our fleet here. And I think we will clear... Oh, we've already cleared someone without meaning to, apparently. Yeah, let's go ahead and clear... Let's bring in Farrell Francis here. Oh, because we have to clear him first, I guess. Let's go ahead and... How do we do that? Will it let us do that? That's really weird that it won't let me do that because they're obviously... I'm obviously paying them. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I'm going to save the game real quick and play around with it. I will never be loading, by the way, as you guys probably already know if you've watched the series this far. If I lose ships, I lose ships. I'm never going to load anything like that. I'm simply going to use this right now, this save, to test if I can remove one of those pilots without... Because if I remove one of those, like, let's check it out, right? Let's remove this pilot. How do we do that? Europa, we just click again, unassigned. And now if we go over here to this destroyer and then try to assign, see, it's still yelling at me. It won't let me, even though I only have 3 captains assigned, which that's kind of lame. Because they're clearly in my fleet. They're clearly with me. I'm not commanding them. So the numbers that it's using for that are incorrect. Which is quite unfortunate, because now we're in this situation where we can't use any of our captains. So what we really need to do is we need to get another level on Vamerix, and we need to give him the ability to command an additional officer, up to 6. Which even that is not going to help us, because we need another one, right? We need to get up to the ability to command 8 officers. So I think at this point we're going to have to dismiss some of them, which is really unfortunate, because we have a couple pretty good ones, I think, right? Yeah, and we're essentially paying these guys salary, and we can't even use them, because it says 7 out of 4 down here, right? That is broken. These guys aren't officers that we're using. They're just here that we're paying to do nothing. So I think we're just, at this point, I think we're just going to dismiss. I don't really want to, though. I don't want to dismiss. I'm happy to dismiss this guy, which I think is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to dismiss him, and then we're going to get enough XP on Vamerix that we can bring in these other officers. Oh, here's another pirate fleet, essentially traveling in the system. I'm not sure what they're up to, but they definitely, I would imagine they probably don't want to fight us. They're probably going to run away, and their max burn is high enough that they can. Oh, here comes another pirate fleet. Ooh, and it's bigger. Look at this, guys. It still has nothing on us, right? It just can't compete. Yeah, they can try to fight us all they want. See if we can catch these guys before they get to burn away, and no, we're not going to be able to. Yeah, we just aren't able to go fast enough at this point with the Sunder. We got to do something about that. Engaging these smaller fleets like this, it isn't going to work. We're not going to be able to engage them at all. But the nice thing is they're not trying to engage us. So if we run into an enemy fleet that is stronger, that we want to engage, at that point we can. Now the nice thing is we can kind of trick them into coming towards us and then emergency burn right at them. And it didn't work this time, but last time it did, so that's all right. Ooh, all those emergency burns that we're using, I think, are chewing through our supplies pretty heavily. So we need to get some supplies. Wait, why am I at minus 27? Is it because we're close to the sun like that? Boy, I didn't think that was close enough to the corona to have that happen, guys. We were nowhere near. I wonder if it's the emergency burns, because we're in a hard spot at this point. We don't have any supplies really at all. All right, we found a little debris field here. We're going to try to salvage a little bit. See if we can get some extra supplies and fuel. Not a whole lot, but I think at this point every little bit's going to help, because we're not exactly right next to a base. And it says significant risk, but I think, well, I guess we did lose 3. But we're going to gain some supplies, which is really why I wanted to do it, right? Just to gain some supplies. An abandoned research station. I think there's nothing there, right? I think usually in these there's nothing there. We'll go ahead and go over to this makeshift Nabooie and actually get some supplies there too. Oh, and the salvage here, when we break these down, that doesn't give us any supplies. Just heavy machinery and metal. And those what was that? Transplutonics or something? Yeah, transplutonics, that's right. Okay, now there was a debris field over here. And that's kind of the next place we want to go. Actually, I think that was the debris field we were just at. Is it? Yeah, because it's in between these 2 rings. So I think we haven't found the pirate base that was in this system, which is why we came here in the first place. I would imagine it's probably over next to that world. So why don't we head over there, see if we can find something over there. And we're going to stay as far away from that sun as we can. That was crazy. I thought that we had to be inside the visible effect of the corona, but we definitely were not. Is this one of these little fleets? Yeah, it's just a little. We don't care about those guys. All right, here's that planet we were looking at. And look at that. That is a pirate base. Can we just blow that up? Is that what we do? We just get in here and fight this thing? Consider your military options. Let's see if we can sell to these guys. I don't think they'll even let us sell. Or they won't let us buy either, probably. Let's see if we can buy fuel. Ha! We can buy fuel, guys. That's hilarious. Might as well buy some supplies while we're here, right? Probably not a lot. I bet they're pretty expensive. I bet because these guys don't like us at all. Okay, so we bought from the pirates. Hopefully nobody's mad at us for doing that. Let's see if they have any ships for sale. Oh, I was like, for 17,000. That's the one that we already have. Oh wow, there's the ships they have for sale are garbage. Garbage, guys, garbage. We don't want that garbage. Yeah, I don't see anything we're gonna want. I think it's time to bust the tower, boys. Let's consider our military options. I have no idea if this is a good idea. What's its hull like? 40,000 and 1,600 armor rating? Yeah, I just have absolutely no idea. Heavy standard broadside module. Station structural spur. Midline model orbital station featuring a heavy broadside and rapid axial rotation. It's got a few guns on it, guys. This seems freaking scary, but you know what? I mean, whatever, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We don't want to launch a raid. I mean, we probably do. That's probably more like what we would actually want to do, but let's just engage and see what happens. This may be a terrible idea. Some of you are probably screaming right now like, don't do it! Oh my god, you're gonna die! But whatevs. We gonna try it. How are we ever gonna learn if we don't get in there and give it a go? Oh my god, I'm so scared right now, guys. Guys? Look at how big that thing is. Why did it go to the map? Oh, I want to be able to see what's going on, and oh my god! Oh, no, 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 dude, you need to get out of there! Like, right now! Are you kidding me? Oh no! Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. You cannot be in front of this guy. You gotta get to the side, my man. To the side. Yeah, get out of there. Holy crap. I think we're gonna lose all of our frigates here, guys. I think we just gotta do a full retreat at this point. Yeah, we can't tank that. There's no way. I mean, look, his flux is going up. But those frigates are done. Like, they're gonna get absolutely shredded. And then, like, why is this guy going in on the front, dude? Seriously, use your brain. Yeah, he's dead. These guys are all dead. Every single one of them. Because they're attacking from the front. This is crazy. These guys are super stupid. Yeah, we're going to lose all these ships. We cannot. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. We got to get out of here with all these ships. Otherwise, we're just going to lose them all. We need bigger ships to be able to tank that. Or they need to use their frickin' brains and not attack from the front. Seriously, you could stray faster than this dude is shooting at, or than this guy's turning. Yeah, get the F out of there, dudes. See, he just, look at his turn rate. It's terrible. We could just sit there behind him the whole damn time. Whew. Boy, I hope we recover that frigate, but if not, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna try that another time, guys. Look at the Sunder's armor just gone. Not that he had any to start with, but yeah, I think retreat was the right idea. I'm glad we didn't stay and lose all of our frigates. What did we lose? 2? Yeah, 2. We lost two frigates. All right. Well, we'll see if we get him back, and if not, we're gonna need to replace those guys. Oh my God, that was a mistake. Yeah, we are absolutely leaving. Okay, well, we know that those 90k bounties are out of the question. It also doesn't look like we got any of our ships back, which I'm guessing is because we had to retreat, right? I think we'd have to have won the fight in order to get that stuff back. That would be my guess. All right, dudes. Well, that pretty much... I mean, it's a good learning experience. We definitely are not ready for that. I don't know what we're going to need to make that happen. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we are not going to be able to fight that. Let's head to Aztlan. Look at their max burn, though. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good because we're able to burn faster than they are at this point. Okay, so looks like we're probably going to get away from that fleet. That's great. We're going to get back to civilization, buy some more ships, repair all that crap. Looks like we got some new bounties here, which are nice because this is a bounty I think we can actually take. So we're going to do that, and we're going to probably head to this system and work on clearing out some pirates potentially. And then, guys, we're going to do that in the next episode. So stay tuned, and thank you all so much for watching. I had a ton of fun with you guys today, even though we got our butts kicked, but it's okay. It's okay. That's how you learn, right? You get your ass knocked on the floor, and you get back up, and you try again with a different strategy, hopefully. Just don't use the same strategy and hope that things change, because they won't. And you know what, guys? If you had as much fun as I did, let me know by crushing that like button. Don't forget to submit your captain's logs about what went down today. I'm looking forward to reading those from you guys. I can't wait to see what you come up with. And as for your support, guys, it really means the world to me. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate this, all the support you guys have been giving the series. And don't forget to thumbs up because that lets me know you want to see more. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next episode, guys. Love ya!